Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen.
What's that say about a guy like this?
It's frightening. I don't expect there's going to be anything stopping him now.
This man in Marquette County, Michigan is about to watch his plans go up in smoke.
What do we got here?
Are you top or off?
You can try to jerk me around here, but it's not going to go well.
And no, it did not go well.
Get down on the ground! Jeremy, I asked you not to leave. And look what happened. I hope you're enjoying this free full episode of Takedown on our YouTube channel, but there's something you need to know. There are literally hundreds of new episodes either in production or on our streaming channel right now, uncensored. Watch TruBlu.com. Use the code YouTube25 to watch all of the episodes for $2.50, or for an annual subscription, use YouTube Year for $20 off. Also, and this is very important, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on TruBlu.
I'm back, embedded with the Marquette County, Michigan Sheriff's Office to identify and capture potential child predators. In the war room at the Sting House, Lieutenant Jason Hart fills me in on a message exchange with a man who thinks he's chatting with a 15-year-old girl.
He's living in Iron Mountain.
Okay.
He asked what we're offering, and I told him that I have everything for him that he'll want.
Right.
He asked for a photograph. I sent him one, and then, of course, he asked for one with our face, but I wasn't willing to show that. He asked if we had a hotel room, but I told him we have a Airbnb here in Ishpeming, and he said he'll think about it.
Okay.
He asked how much we're charging, and I told him $100 an hour. Then he also asked if I had other customers tonight, and I asked him to call me, so he knows that I'm real. So we'll sit by, and hopefully he'll give us a call in here.
Does he have the age yet, or?
He does have her age.
Okay, 15.
He knows that we're 15.
Okay. And how far away is Iron Mountain?
It's about 75 miles south of us.
75 miles.
It's about an hour and 20-minute drive. Here it is. He's calling.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi. I just wanted to call and let you know that I am real.
I believe you.
Well, you gonna come up and see me?
I don't know. I was thinking about it.
Well,
I think it's like an hour drive for me, though.
that's okay. I'm willing to wait.
That's weird. Alright. Well, shit. Let me see what's going on quick. I got one of my kids wants to spend the night somewhere, so I gotta figure that out quick.
Well, don't keep me waiting. Hurry up.
Alright.
Okay.
One of my kids what?
He wants to spend the night with him.
Oh.
And so he's trying to get
Get rid
him
of
off.
his kid.
Yeah, get rid of his kid for the night.
He knows 15?
He knows 15.
We later learn that the man is willing to pay the teen with a different kind of green.
He was a little apprehensive for a little bit, but I sent him a couple more photographs. I told him that he could pay me with weed if he wanted to. And
with weed.
pay me with weed.
And how did he respond to that?
He gave me the okay emoji.
And does he have the address?
He doesn't have the address. He said he's leaving his house, and I told him to text me once he's in Michigan State.
Got it. And there's no question that he knows he's talking to a 15-year-old girl.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, did he tell you any more about having to deal with his childcare situation?
He didn't say anything about that.
But apparently he's got it resolved at this point.
That's one of the issues that we discuss over the phone, that he's got his kids with him for the night, but apparently he was able to take care of that to come meet the 15-year-old.
What's that say about a guy like this?
It's frightening to think about that these people live among us, that these guys are willing to throw their children to the side to come meet and have intercourse with a 15-year-old child.
Right. They set their own children aside to go sexually assault another child.
That's it. Yeah.
And drive an hour and 15 minutes to do it.
They don't care. They'll travel even further if they have to. People travel from all over the Upper Peninsula to come meet a 15-year-old kid having a course.
And by all indications, he's on his way.
He's on his way.
Okay.
I don't expect there's going to be anything stopping him now.
With him now on his way, I take a few moments to copy the text chats as the decoy gets into position. I then head over to the video screen so I can check out the surveillance cameras and his arrival. The man pulls up. The decoy flickers the porch lights to indicate he's at the right place. She heads out to greet him as he saunters up the steps and into the house where I'm watching and waiting.
Oh. Yeah, all by myself. Really lonely. Close the door too, it's probably cold.
You want me to go grab them big bugs over there?
Oh, that's okay. You can just hang out. You can have a seat. Have a seat.
Shit. So long each fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You got some weed?
Yeah.
How was the drive?
Fucking shitty, man. I got behind some guy that was going like 20 miles an hour and shit.
I was wondering what was taking you so long.
Yeah.
You got the condoms too?
Yeah. You want that? You want to do that?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run upstairs and grab my bong really fast. I'll be right back, okay?
Alright.
Okay.
But there's no ball, just me.
What do we got here?
Oh, man.
How you doing?
Good.
What'd y'all bring?
There's some weed.
Some weed.
Hey,
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, where you from?
From Michigan.
What part of Michigan?
Iron Mountain.
Iron Mountain. And what brought you here tonight?
She said she wanted to smoke.
She wanted to smoke. And who is she?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I just met her online.
You just met her online.
Okay.
And what was your plan here for tonight, Jeremy?
Just smoke.
Smoke?
Yeah.
Sex?
I mean, she said she.
She said she would have sex with you.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. And how old is she?
She said her thing says 19.
Keep your hands out of your pockets, please. She said what?
She said 19.
She said 15.
Oh, I don't know. Her thing says 19 on her.
Well, everybody has to say 19 to get on the platform, but she told you she was 15.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that.
You didn't pay attention. So you drive how many hours?
Oh, just like an hour.
About an hour. And did you stop at all along the way?
Yeah, I stopped at a gas station.
And what did you get at the gas station?
Gas.
Gas. Anything else?
I grabbed some beer
Some beer. And where is that?
out of my truck.
Did you bring condoms?
Yeah.
You did. And where are those?
Okay.
In your pocket. And how much weed did you bring here?
Just.
And how much did that cost?
Well, I don't know. This was I already had this.
You already had the weed.
Yeah.
So
So what's going on here? What is this?
I'm going to get to that in a minute. But Jeremy, you drove an hour
Yeah.
to meet a 15-year-old girl.
Well, she said she was 19. I think.
It said 19 on the platform, but she told you 15.
I don't know, man. I'm not. Are you a cop or what?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and deal with
Well-
this shit. So I got.
You're not going to sit here and deal with it? You drive an hour?
Yeah,
You
she
get-
lied
bring
to me and
weed.
said she was 19.
No. I've
Yeah.
seen the transcripts, Jeremy, so you can
Okay,
try
she-
to jerk me around here, but it's
Her
not going to
thing
go
says
well.
She's 19 on her thing. I'm assuming you have to have an ID to make a fucking sex website.
What
right?
did she tell you? What age did she tell you, Jeremy?
She said she was 19 on her thing.
What did she tell you in the conversation? She said 15, right?
Okay.
Okay. So what made you think it was okay to drive an hour, bring weed and alcohol to a 15-year-old girl after a sexually charged conversation?
I didn't know she was 15.
Okay, we can go round and round, but she told you. What made you think that this was okay?
I didn't think it was okay.
You didn't think it was okay, so why did you do it?
I need a lawyer or something.
Before Jeremy comes over, he tells the decoy he had to drop one of his kids off at a friend's house. Having a child around the same age as the decoy he was coming to meet is disturbing and something I'm going to want to talk to him about.
Are you a married guy? You're not married. Do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids?
2.
2. And where are your children tonight?
My kids, one's at a friend's house and the other one's at home.
One's at home. And how old are your children?
I got one's 14 and one's 16.
One's 14 and one's 16. So the 16-year-old's at home.
Yeah.
And the 14-year-old is where?
At a friend's house.
At a friend's house. Did you drop the 14-year-old off at a friend's house so you could come here?
No, she was already there.
She was already there.
Yeah.
So you left your 16-year-old child home alone.
She's 16.
Right. But you left her home alone so you could come here to meet a 15-year-old for sex. You want to just hold tight here, Jeremy. There's something you need to know before you go. Just sit.
Well, I don't need to know everything.
Jeremy, I'm Chris Hansen, and I do stories on men. Jeremy, you shouldn't leave. These gentlemen want to talk to you.
Put your money back. Please! Sit down on the ground!
Hey, he's on the couch. Watch sit.
All right.
Relax, buddy.
Slow down.
Relax.
Slow down.
Relax.
Slow down.
Speak. All right, speak.
Okay, what the fuck, dude? I'm leaving, James.
Good sense.
Jeremy, I asked you not to leave. And look what happened. Is there anything else you want people to know about the situation you're in tonight, Jeremy?
No.
Why did you think it was okay to leave your teenage girl home alone to come here and meet another teenage girl, Jeremy?
All right, we're gonna sit you up, okay? We're gonna roll over to your back. Bring your knees up to your chest. Bring your knees up to your chest. And don't sit up.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, go ahead and take a seat. All right, just take a seat, okay?
Jeremy, how old are you?
41.
41. And what do you do for a living, Jeremy?
Work at a warehouse.
You work at a warehouse. And what do you do at the warehouse?
Load trucks.
Load trucks. Well, Jeremy, as I started to say before you tried to leave, I'm Chris Hansen.
I'm not giving you guys permission to videotape.
We don't need it.
Okay, well, I don't have nothing to say.
We do stories on men who try to meet kids for sex. And you've become one of those stories. Is there anything else you want people to know?
No.
Okay, well, these people here will take it from here then.
Go, Jeremy.
Jeremy, as you saw, got very irritated, agitated, and it continues to shock me how somebody who has children, whose 14-year-old is at a friend's house, whose 16-year-old is home alone, can consciously make the decision to drive here, allegedly to have sex with another child. But that appears to be exactly what Jeremy did tonight.
Jeremy was charged with sexually abusive activity, use of a computer to commit child sexually abusive activity, accosting a child for immoral purposes, and using a computer to commit accosting a child for immoral purposes. We'll keep you posted on the case against him. When a potential predator has children of his own around the same age as the decoy, it's a troubling revelation, and one that Marquette County Sheriff Greg Zybert recognizes as a significant threat.
We had a guy show up during the sting who left his 14 and 16-year-old daughters behind to drive and meet a 15-year-old girl for sex. What does that say about somebody who's got daughters of the same age of the girl he was trying to sexually exploit?
Yeah, it's I think a sickness, a mental illness.
And you would think that if you had children of your own, you would appreciate the sanctity of other people's children. But they seem to have this ability to say, oh, well, that's not my child, this is okay, I'm going to fulfill this fantasy.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, if they're thinking. It just doesn't make sense, and how they can do that.
And he brings marijuana, which is legal in this state, but still to bring it to a child, to use it in a way to encourage that child to get involved in an illegal sexual relationship.
It just makes his job easier, you know, by giving be it alcohol or drugs or whatever it takes for him to fulfill his fantasy.
Sheriff Zybert and his task force send a strong message, not only to those in his area, but to those who are willing to travel to Marquette County to commit crimes against children.
What message do you send to your community when you conduct an investigation like this?
First of all, we don't blame the victim. 15-year-old is not an adult. And second, we want people to know that we are out there aggressively looking for people who are doing this.
And I suppose, and this has been said by other sheriffs in other counties, that if you're not doing this sort of investigative work in your county, you're merely pushing your problem into somebody's county who's not doing this kind of investigation.
My hope is that we're stopping these people who are driving 8 hours and committing these crimes, and I think we're making a difference. You know, the first time we did this, I thought maybe we get 1 or 2, and I think we end up getting like six or 7. And my hope is that we don't get anyone, but it just keeps on happening, and I think it will. And this is making a difference, but I just don't understand the situation.
It's perplexing. I mean, you don't want to think there are people in the community, any community, who would exploit a child this way, but we see it in small towns, big towns, all over the country, and it doesn't seem to be going away.
Yeah. And they're targeting, they know exactly, again, what they're doing. They're looking for the perfect scenario, whether there's not guardianship, parents who really care.
At risk.
At risk, sometimes immigrants, sometimes who knows, but there's a lot of kids out there that are very vulnerable to this type of exploitation.
WatchTruBlu.com is home to the full library of Takedown with Chris Hansen, true crime documentaries, and exclusive investigations.